you spend a lot of time in Hollywood. Would you say that most people that you see in Hollywood, celebrities, are not like that when you actually get them in a room? Or is it that similar what you see is what you get?
Well, I think in Hollywood, people's images are very protected. I mean, or at least traditionally they have been. But then what we've seen with social media is that the currency is really authenticity, letting people into your life, letting people into your struggle, showing yourself without makeup, showing your cellulite, whatever that is. That's what people respond to.
Yeah.
But I will say I did an episode of Friends back when I was starting out, and that was a fascinating experience because it was their 150th episodes. They've been on the air for quite some time. It was the hottest show in television.
Yeah.
At the time, they were all making $750,000 per episode.
Yeah. And that's in the late 90s, right?
Late 90s. Exactly. Yeah, 98, 99, maybe 2000, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on the couch and the coffee shop and just, kind of feeling into it. Wow, here I am on Friends. And the thing that was interesting to me is that all of them in real life were sort of like their characters. It was like their characters were almost exaggerated versions of themselves.
Okay.
So that's what I learned through my years in television. It's like, I mean, obviously if you're playing some kind of baddie or extreme character, that's a little bit different, but it's almost like your essence will come through.
Right.
Like, and so who they are, you can really feel it through the character that they're playing. And I think that's what changed my attitude is like, I'm not going to try to show up as some character. I'm actually going to try to be as much of myself as I can be. And if I can be as much of myself, be authentic, be real, be truthful, that will be interesting and compelling. I have to trust that. I don't try to be something other than what I am.
Right. Now, do you think that they were picked for those roles because of their personality, or do you think that happened after the fact? Like you spend so much time mentally in this role and going to a different place that you kind of become that person. It's
kind of a combination of both.
Okay.
Casting is you're really, because there's so many good actors in Hollywood. I mean, so much talent. I would walk into a room for a network test, and it'd be me and 4 other guys, and every single one of them had been on TV series and was successful. And I was like, Jesus, how am I going to compete with this? But then you started to realize, well, we're all good. Like we're all in the industry. Like everybody's got talent. So maybe some are more talented than others. But when they're casting, particularly in TV, it's like it's a type.
Right.
And so, they're going to choose the person that's right for that role. And so there's something about, and that's always a mystery, right?
Yeah.
Like for casting, you're looking for that person to come in. It's not always the best actor. It's the person who's most right for the part. And so once you get that part, and once you start playing it over and over and over and over again, that's what you're doing every day for a year or 2 years or 5 years. Yeah, it gets inside your head in a way, and it actually separates you from reality.
Right.
And you don't realize it until you're out of it.
Yeah.
Which is like anything, really. But your mind, your whole being starts to get oriented towards the creation of this character, and you start to embody it and live it in a way. And it takes you over, for better or for worse.
Right.